we put Ghana on the map.
Yes.
As I said, Twitter is coming to put their headquarters in Ghana. Google, artificial intelligence, is bringing their headquarters, Africa headquarters to Ghana.
Headquarters.
And Amazon is coming to Ghana. Prior to Dr. Mensah coming to Ghana in 2017, nobody thought Ghana was a place of technological innovation.
Hello, I'm George Baffour, and today we're going to be talking to a living icon. He is a leading Ghanaian scientist who holds 14 patents and is a fellow of the US National Academy of Inventors. In the 1980s, he was one of 4 original inventors and innovators of fiber optic technologies at Corning Glass Works. That made fiber optics commercially available to the whole world and to industry, making the world smaller. Because of him, and a notable few, we're able to send images and communications across the globe at lightning speed. Today, we welcome the incredible Dr. Thomas O. Mensah. Welcome to the R.P. Baffour Foundation, sir.
Thank you, George. I'm excited to be here in support of the R.P. Baffour Foundation. We're excited to join you and your entire family, including your mom, and your aunts, and everybody here, basically who are leading this foundation. This foundation is a critical link to what we are doing in Ghana, as you see in a few minutes. I've set up what is called the Silicon Valley of Ghana, and the Silicon Valley of Ghana is purpose, if you will, is to train Ghanaian students, if you will, in new technology. Because of this Silicon Valley of Ghana, prior to my coming to Ghana, Ghana was not known for technological innovation. But today, after 3 years in Ghana, Google Artificial Intelligence has put its Africa headquarters in Ghana.
Yes.
Amazon is bringing their headquarters here. Twitter is bringing their headquarters for Africa here. So one person can really make a difference. And we want this to continue,
Yes.
so that we have more Silicon Valley companies come and locate in Ghana.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. And the country owes you a debt of gratitude.
Thank you.
I hope that someday they may choose to honor you with an honor like the Order of the Volta for your contributions to bringing Ghana to the fore in terms of technology globally.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. So, Dr. Mensah, look at all of this. I mean, your history is quite remarkable. I mean, let me go through a few highlights and correct me if I'm wrong in anything. You are a pioneering co-inventor and co-innovator of fiber optic technologies, along with Bob Mara, Don Keck, and Peter Schultz.
Yes.
You have 14 patents to your name, is that right?
Yes.
In 2014, you were inducted as a fellow of the National Academy of Inventors in the US.
Yes.
You are a fellow of the American Institute of Chemical Engineers.
Yes.
An associate fellow of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics.
Yes.
A fellow of the Ghana Institute of Engineers.
Yes.
And a member of other prestigious professional associations.
Yes.
You have worked on defense and non-defense applications of fiber optics.
Yes.
Nanotechnology and other technologies.
Yes. Particularly, George, everybody sees this fiber optic guided missile.
Yes.
They don't know that a black guy was the first to introduce that technology to the world. I did that at AT&T Bell Labs, where you have fiber optics, guided missiles. So now, when you see the crosshairs on TV with missiles hitting targets, it's because of what we did on that program.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's see what else. There's more. I mean, it says here you founded U.S. companies, included Georgia Aerospace Systems Manufacturing in Atlanta.
Yes.
Amazing. How did you do all this? I mean, let's take our time. Tell us about your life.
Sure.
Let's begin in your earlier years. Tell us
Sure.
about your earlier years in Ghana. You were
Sure.
born in Ghana.
Yes. As you know, George, I was born in Kumasi, Ashtown. And when I was a kid, I went to Wesley College Practice School, for my JHS. And then I was very good in math and engineering and sciences. From Wesley College Practice School, I went to a disco at the Southern College, where I was getting ones at O level, all ones. And at A level, all A's. Mathematics, sciences, you name it.
Wow.
But it started because when I was 4 years old, my father read newspapers to me. So when I was 4-year-old, I was reading newspapers at 4.
Wow.
People were so impressed. A child, 4 years, reading newspapers aloud, flawlessly. And then my next door neighbor was from Togo, teaching French in Ghana. Hanging around him, I was speaking French at the age of 8.
Wow.
Without having been to Togo anywhere.
Amazing.
Yes, just by hanging around him and then listening to radio in French, I was speaking French flawlessly. So I won the French competition, national competition in Ghana, both at O levels and A levels.
Oh, is that so?
Yes. And so when I did that, the French government was watching me. And the French government said, wait a minute, everybody in Ghana, all the students, they go to Britain and the United States. We were trying to find a Ghanaian that we can take to France, who can, therefore, advise Ghana to buy airplanes like Airbus,
Yes.
or nuclear reactors, or even Total,
Yes.
and French goods.
Yes.
Because Ghana is surrounded by French-speaking countries. So that was the agenda. And so they called me and said, you got to come to Accra to take another competition in French. So when I went to Accra, I was also on top of that competition. So they said, all right, when you finish tech, KNUST, don't bother to look for any job, to do anything. This is a fellowship to France. You are going to study in France, Montpellier University. Don't bother to, do 2 jobs or anything, just focus on your studies.
Wow. Full ride.
Yes.
Full ride
So I had a
scholarship.
fellowship, that paid for my books, everything. So when I went to Montpellier University in France, and of course France is near, Montpellier is near Toulouse,
Yes.
where Airbus is.
Yes.
So I was in touch with all the innovations in France. And before I finished my PhD, I was invited to the United States to come to MIT, one of the top engineering schools in America. So I went there and did a postgraduate study in a special course, modeling and simulation of chemical processes. So I had a certificate in that, came back to France, finished my PhD, and when I finished, my dad came to France and said, Doc, I would love it when you come to Ghana. But there are coup d'etats
Yes.
in Ghana now.
Of course.
So go to the United States and go to industry so that you can come back to Ghana, when you are ready. And so that was one of the best advice I had. I went back to MIT, and at that time, Corning Glass Works has developed fiber optics, laser-based fiber optics in Corning Glass Works. And they had a problem of moving it from their lab to commercial scale,
Yes.
So they called MIT, can you send us one of your brainy guys to come and help us solve this problem? So when I went to Corning Glass Works, within 1 year, George, I've solved that problem.
1 year.
A problem that has been there for 15 years.
My God.
So that they can take laser fiber optics from just lab scale, which is 2 meters a second, to industrial scale, 50 meters a second. Oh. And so I did
Meters
that.
per second to 50 meters per
Yes.
second. That's amazing.
Yes. So that allowed us to bring the fiber optics, laser fiber optics, to the same cost as copper.
Yes.
Copper is 2 cents a meter.
Yes.
And so we brought it down from $1 a meter to 2 cents. That's how we're able to replace all
The copper
copper
infrastructure.
in America with laser-based fiber optics throughout the country. So
Wow.
when you're sitting down and sending Facebook pictures, or you're sending Instagram or YouTube videos that you're going to watch, it's all based on that technology.
Lightning speed. That's the speed of light.
Exactly.
You understand?
And that, people don't know this. Before we did it, when you go to an ATM machine, you stand there for 8 hours. But because of this technology, even your ATM is working faster. You can go, you and I can go. You put your credit card in,
Yes.
I put mine in, and even if your credit card is from America or some other country, it takes seconds for you to put in your pen and get your money. You know, as a matter of fact, when I did that, I was invited to NCR Corporation in Dayton, Ohio, and I was, can you believe it? I slept in the same bed as the Wright brothers,
Oh, wow.
those who invented the airplane. You know, it was honor,
That is a
just
serious
because
honor.
of this innovation.
It's a major game changer for the world in terms
Yes.
of communications.
Yes,
The implications are unfathomable.
yes,
It penetrates every aspect
Yes.
of our digital infrastructure. in the world.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
social media.
Yes.
Everybody taking a picture now, sending their pictures to TV stations and all that.
Instant communication.
Instant
Skype,
communication.
WhatsApp,
Yes.
Telegram,
Yes.
instant video calls.
Yes,
It's all made possible
exactly.
by fiber optics.
Yes, the laser-based fiber, it's a game changer.
Yes.
Even your voice calls,
Yes.
your telephone calls are based on that technology.
That's amazing. And in the process of doing that, you got a couple of patents in a very short time at Corning Glassworks.
Yes, you're right. I'm probably one of the few people with 7 patents in 6 years.
In 6 years.
Normally it takes somebody 5 years to get one
To get
patent,
just one.
or 10 years just to get one. So having 7 in 6 years, that's like having 1 patent a year.
Exactly. And then you've gone on to have another 7 because you have 14 in total.
Yes, in other areas.
Yes. in other areas.
Nanotechnology is an
Nanotechnology.
example. So we've set, if you will, we put Ghana on the map.
Yes.
As I said, Twitter is coming to put their headquarters in Ghana. Google Artificial Intelligence is bringing their headquarters, Africa
Their
headquarters to
Africa
Ghana.
headquarters.
And Amazon is coming to Ghana. Proud to Dr. Mensah coming to Ghana in 2017. Nobody thought Ghana was a place of technological innovation.
This is a game changer for the country. And this will attract a lot more other companies to come in and to put their African headquarters here. We have stability, we have
Yes.
political stability, we have relative peace here.
Yes.
And we are already a hub for tourism. So I think all these things coming together, in addition to the companies that are coming down, will give Ghana a very big boost economically
exactly.
and give a lot of jobs to our local people.
Exactly. As you know, the president of Ghana,
Yes.
who invited me to Ghana, you know, he's on this 9-day trip to France because he's head of ECOWAS, to Belgium, EU, and to South Africa.
Yes.
So, and one of the things they will be discussing, obviously, is stability in the Sahel. You know, the Sahel region,
Yes,
you have
yes,
these
yes.
jihadists, you know, based in the northern Ghana, you know, that can come down and, you know, raise all kind of havoc. Luckily, Ghana doesn't have that problem, you know, and so everybody feels safe in Ghana, even though we should not rest on our
Yes.
horse.
Yes.
You know, Buhari, Nigeria, is going to attend these meetings too because he has that problem. The key is to have a situation in Ghana where everybody feels safe to come here. And so, but I tell Ghana, we should move very, very quickly. We should not just waste our time walking slowly, thinking everything. No, we should move faster and acquire technology. I tell you why. UAE, United Arab Emirates, during COVID and pandemic, They are sending a spaceship to Mars.
Yes.
You say, why are they spending money on innovation to Mars during COVID? Because they know that technology had transformed UAE and Dubai from a desert to one of the leading, most visited countries in the world. Technology did that, to change that desert country into a modern country. You go to Dubai, you think you are in Chicago, you are in New York. You know, they've transformed that desert. Ghana has to move very, very quickly so that even during the pandemic, we are making headway in terms of technology.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dubai, I mean, I lived in Dubai for a while. It's all about technology.
Yes.
And technology is used to run everything.
Yes.
The local Emiratis are not, they don't constitute a large portion of the population. I believe they are less than 10% of the population. But it's through technology that they're able to run the country. Immigration, law enforcement, supply chain, logistics. It's amazing. If we are able to leapfrog
Yes.
by observing what other countries are doing and acquire the right technologies,
Yes.
suit it to our environment,
Yes.
our culture, and our ways of life, we can also achieve that. We don't need to be 400 years old like other countries to reach that gap. We don't need to go through all the three industrial revolutions. We can leapfrog.
Yes, George.
And get to where Dubai is.
You know, whereby right now, you go to the airport, all you need is your cell phone.
That's it.
Your cell phone has all the information on it. If you've done COVID test, if you've been vaccinated, it's all there. So you just show your passport. And then, of course, you just zip through,
Yes.
you know, through the whole system. And you are. See, the airline is going to come back again. You know, the hospitality industry
Yes.
is coming back.
It's going to come back.
You know, starting from the United States. You know, President Joe Biden is doing an excellent job, you know, over there in the U.S., whereby, you know, he has tamed COVID and he's opening up the whole country. He's creating jobs, you know, and it's all because you can, you know, vaccination. I just got my vaccination in Ghana.
Pfizer, okay.
I'll be getting another one,
Yes.
you know, next week. Because once you have that, it allows easy travel. And so hospitality industry is coming back. We are doing something with Otumfuo up in Kumasi. I just came back from Kumasi. Because Otumfuo and I, we are doing things to change Kumasi.
Yes.
You know, as a matter of fact, we just congratulated him for being on the throne for 22 years. You know, he has actually planted 3 million trees at Lake Bosamtwe.
Can you imagine?
3 million. You know, that's an achievement.
Yes.
You know, of course, he's also the chancellor
Yes.
for Kwame Nkrumah University.
Of course.
So I'm working closely with him, you know. And when I came back, you know, I was there for his birthday, and you'll be surprised what he and I are doing.
Yes.
When I went to Dubai and brought $1.5 billion for my projects in Ghana, he was helpful. And one of the things we are doing, he and I, we are looking at taking the iron ore from Dubiase, changing the iron ore to steel, transforming iron ore to steel. And once we do that, George, we are going to build ships in Ghana. This is the second time I'm saying this on television.
This is long overdue.
It is.
We need that here.
We need that here.
We're a seafaring nation. We
Exactly.
need to be able to
Cape
build ships
Coast and
here.
Takoradi. So once you make the steel, you just take the steel to Cape Coast and Takoradi and build ships. We'll be building ships, container ships, in Ghana. We'll be the first country to do this in Ghana. That will create millions of jobs.
Yes.
For the Cape Coast area.
Yes.
Can you imagine an African country building ships
That is
and
incredible.
tankers? That's awesome.
That's incredible.
And that's the reason why I'm doing this.
And it's going to create a lot of jobs for the graduates we have here from our engineering centers of excellence.
Exactly.
We have engineering centers of excellence, but they come out and the jobs are not there.
Exactly.
This is
So
amazing.
This is a game changer. And as you see, your grandfather was also pushing for steel manufacturing. So we are standing on the shoulders of giants.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm excited to supporting the Baffour Foundation. As a matter of fact, we would make the foundation one of the centers, because you look at through the Silicon Valley book, which I'll share with you in a moment, you will see that we are looking for these centers whereby we use that as a conduit
Yes.
to bring STEM students and kids together from the community. So you come together, and then we can direct them to the Silicon Valley of Ghana.
Very true.
Even Silicon Valley of America will learn from us, because we are teaching children, Ghanaian children, how to assemble drones. So can you imagine a child, Ghanaian child, assembling drone, not just buying it from Amazon,
Yes.
assembling it. And one of my guys, Trebi Olenu, I invite him here to this place, and we will teach kids how to assemble robots right here. He's one of the guys that designed a robot that landed on Mars.
Oh,
I'll bring him
see.
here.
Sir, we will be very grateful. The RP Baffour Foundation is your home. You're
Thank you.
welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
And you can use our space, you can have programs here. Anything that pushes the agenda of STEM,
Yes.
science and technology, education, arts,
Yes.
all that is welcome. This is your home.
Because we want to reach the community.
Yes.
You know, not only at tech,
Yes.
we want to reach the community.
And talented individuals who may be underprivileged.
Yes.
There are a lot of talented young folks out there, but they do not have the opportunity, they do not have the money, and a lot of them do not even have the direction.
Exactly.
They know they want to get somewhere, but they don't know how to get there.
Yes.
And if we're able to guide them and say, pass this exam, you will then do this, you will then do that, and pass them through so that they can get there quickly.
Yes. You see, when I came to Ghana in 2017, of course, the president, His Excellency Nana, invited me. He said, come to Ghana, help place Ghana on the map, work with all my sector ministers, and which I'm doing now. I'm working with all of them, including the new railway minister, Amewu. He wants innovation. We are bringing innovation into the railway sector. The command and control center for the railways will be here in Accra, in Ministry of the Railways, whereby we can have what is called artificial intelligence driven, AI driven command and control center. So that we will have screens big as this wall where RP Baffour is. And the command and control center, Nanado or Amewu can say, show me the railway line that's going from Kumasi to Ouagadougou, or from Takoradi to Kumasi, or from Accra to Kumasi. And that would appear on the screen. And we are using Google voice activated command, because it will be shown up, to show up on the screen. We can even talk to the driver of the train, from the screen.
Yes, yes.
We can even tell if the driver, we say, hey, you're coming around a curve, slow down. We can say that on the screen.
This
and
is
he
high
can,
tech. This
yes,
is high tech.
This is places Ghanaian railway above all the railways in entire West Africa.
Yes.
The Senegalese one doesn't have it. Morocco doesn't have it.
The Nigerian one.
Now, none of these countries have that. We'll be the first to have this. Google activated, voice AI controlled. We have it here, and particularly the line that's going to Burkina Faso. They also can say, oh, we get all our containers from Accra. Where's the train? And they will know when it's coming, when all their containers with all their goods are coming over there. And it won't take 8 days anymore.
Yes.
It will take a few days to get there. So all this innovation, we are putting in Ghana.
This is very exciting. And it's going to be some exciting times seeing. I can't wait for these to materialize because we need that. We need high-speed rail. We need a lot of digital infrastructure overhauling in this country to get systems to work. So this is exciting. Let me see what else we can talk about here. I'm going to backtrack a bit. I'd like to know a bit more about your life at Corning Glassworks and moving on from there to Bell Laboratories. What was it like working in these top U.S. firms? These firms are so reputable.
I'm probably one of the few guys in the world that has worked at Corning where laser-based fiber optic system was developed. I also worked at AT&T Bell Laboratories. These are top leading laboratories
Yes.
in the world. And it's interesting, when I was at Corning, I went to a conference in Atlanta, and I saw some white guys pointing at me. They said, oh, that's him, that's Dr. Mensah. So I went and said, oh, Doc, you went to Corning, and now Corning is ahead of everybody. How can we get you to move from Corning to AT&T Bell Laboratories? So I told them, look, if you double my salary, you know I'm coming. You know I'll be there. And also, I know Bell Labs is in New Jersey.
Yes.
You know, Corning, they are all in cold places. If you can take me, it's Atlanta. So Atlanta is warm. I said, hey, that's even better. So that's why I ended up at Bell Labs. And so the president of Corning called AT&T president, hey, you stole one of our top people. He's the best in the world. You know, but make sure he doesn't work in the same thing he worked on while he was here.
Yes.
So only talking about
Conflict of
challenges.
interest,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so immediately I was asked to work on something else other than the laser-based fiberoptics system
Yes.
itself. You know, the draw tower.
Yes.
I'm the expert
Yes.
on the draw tower, which is like a 4-story tower where you melt the glass and then we pull it and wound it.
That's the production apparatus.
Exactly. And so I move on from that project to this project. He said, oh, Bell Labs is where you go. Pentagon, everybody goes there. And say, hey, we're trying to build a system that when you fire the system, it will hit targets. So, doctor, we want to put you on that. I said, fine. Everybody asked me, well, why are you working on fiber optic guided missile? I said, why not? Because if I don't do it, the Russian or somebody will do it. You know? Because once you fire a missile, right now, you fire in a city, it kills everybody in the city. But if you can target it, you can put it through a window. You don't kill everybody in the town or city or village, as in Vietnam.
Yes.
You just hit your target.
Yeah.
So we were the first to do that at Bell Labs. So I was proud to do that work. And since then, I've gone on to do other things that involves innovation. You know, for example, I'm one of the few guys that when I came to Ghana, I did a 100-day agenda for Nanado, 100-day agenda. And on it, you will find that what is called drone applications in Ghana. Oh.
Yes.
I'm one of the few guys that's made it possible for drones to be used to collect blood samples and send them.
Zipline.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's because of me, you know. Because when I took it to Dr. Bawumi Alhaji, Bawumi said, hey, Doc, this is a great idea. So we got Zipline involved. We have 4 centers like that. And we are the ones that are able to make, because I said, a little baby born in some village, he shouldn't suffer because he was born in a village. If he needs all these blood samples, in that clinic for us to vaccinate that kid, we should be able to do that for that baby.
Yes.
The fact that he was born in a village doesn't mean that he shouldn't have these things. You are here, Kolebu is here, so you're not worried about that. And so that's why we're able to send blood samples and hospital materials to these villages. In Ghana, I'm focusing the drone on 2 main applications. 2 main applications. One is called precision agriculture. Precision agriculture is basically when the drone will look at your land, whether you're growing oranges, mangoes, avocados, or whatever, you look at your land, your farm, and say, oh, this part of the farm, it needs water. So immediately, the drone will turn on the sprinklers in the farm so that there's water. It sends RF radio frequency signals straight from the drone, to the sprinkler, turn them on.
At
Even
the
if it is not
particular
raining.
area that it
If
requires
it is
it.
exactly,
Yes.
if it is not raining. So that's one application. We are looking at a project from Exim Bank. They want to support all these farms in Ghana. Secondly, we're also looking at using a drone for security.
Yes.
We are putting the drone inside vans, and we drive the van to any city that has problem. Say Takoradi. Let's say there are armed robbers in Takoradi. The drone goes there. It helps us track the armed robbers.
Yes.
Help to track them. Well, it is an armed robbers, or Jania. That drone is tracking them, so we can catch them.
Yes.
Yeah, so the drone will be doing that kind of stuff. It's also used for security.
This is already a very big thing in the States. I mean, the use of drones
Oh,
for
exactly.
the military
Yes.
and for surveillance.
Yes.
The ability of drones to survey,
Yes.
to have constant surveillance is amazing. You can use it for a whole range of
Yes,
things.
because in the U.S., you remember how one guy took AK-47 to a supermarket, started
Yes.
shooting people.
Yes.
So the drone will help catch such a person.
Yes.
And here, I want the drone that we launch from our van. We can take it to different cities. Even Galamsey, that's causing problem.
Yes.
A drone can say, oh, akwani oni, oh, ujane kwa ni hunu, so that we can either set that Galamsey on fire or something and stop that because it's polluting our waters.
Going back to applications of drones, you realize that us being in West Africa, we have very cordial relations with our neighbors, etc. So our borders sometimes tend to be very porous.
Yes.
I believe drones, they're very good for border patrol as well.
Yes, because, George, well, Ivory Coast, that our borders are all arbitrarily drawn.
Yes.
Well, one side, Ivory Coast, they have the same culture as the Ashantis.
Yes.
So what am I saying? The Akan
tribes,
culture.
The tribes spill
Yeah.
over the borders.
Yeah, so
on all sides.
they go between, and because of that porous, because before the colonial masters drew there, they didn't care.
They didn't care. We
So
were one
you're on
people.
this side, and your brother is on that side.
Your bathroom is on this side,
Yeah.
your kitchen is on the other side.
Yeah. And so right now, as we speak, there are people on the Ivory Coast side that come to Ghana, and forth. Togo side, we have the same thing. And so with this drone technology, we're able to monitor who is coming in and out. That's very, very, very important.
Very important, especially in these times.
Yes, you can't just have somebody have a little stick that they place on two planks. You take the stick, you move it, and then you just walk across. You can't have that. So the drones are going to be very helpful as we monitor our borders, who's coming in, who's going out, particularly in the north. It's very, very important.
Yes.
Well, Nigeria, right now, you and I talked about it earlier, is having security problems. President Buhari,
Yes.
the whole country.
Boko Haram,
Oh,
etc.
exactly.
Infiltration from
Yes.
the porous borders
Yes.
at the top. It's
Yes.
very hard to monitor.
Yeah.
And we cannot build a wall that's big enough for that.
No, not at all.
And it's too expensive.
Yes.
But with drones, used the right way, this is
Yes.
it's relatively cheaper
Yes.
to use drones
Yes.
to monitor border
Yes.
activity.
So all the technology that I've been involving in the United States, I'm bringing them to Ghana. These drones are very, very important. It'll help us have safe borders, so that Ghana will continue to be safe
For all of us.
for everybody. And we can continue to attract Silicon Valley giants to come to Ghana, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Google AI. So they can come to Ghana because it's peaceful.
Yes. Now I'd like to backtrack a bit and take a snapshot of two of your books. I know you've written several. You've co-authored, you've edited. Let's talk about two of your books. I know in 2013 you wrote your autobiography
Yes.
with a very interesting title, The right stuff comes in black too.
Yes.
I just love it.
Yes, George.
Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Well, that's very, very important. Because when there's astronauts, the first ones went into space, they call them the right stuff. Because they are the ones that are brave enough to go into space, do things that nobody has done. That way before there are a few blacks
Yes.
that are astronauts now. In fact, you look into this, here you see I have a few of the astronauts here.
On the board.
Yeah.
Of the
Actually, this guy here,
Yes.
he's a black astronaut. So we've had blacks go into space. Now, the guy next to him is the guy that's running my company in the U.S. at the moment.
Oh, I see. Georgia Aerospace.
Yes,
Okay.
Georgia Aerospace. And so we said the right stuff comes in black too, which is important
Yes.
for blacks, for us to change our mindset. So the right stuff doesn't come only in white, comes in black too. So George, books, you put it on bookshelves. I know your library here, you get some of the books, including this, put it on your shelf. So I was sleeping one day, I said, why don't I put it on T-shirts and clothing? So came up with the idea of putting the right stuff comes in black too on T-shirts.
Nice.
And this is very, very important.
Very important.
On your show, this is the first time on your TV show that we are showing this. Because guess what? You remember George Floyd in the U.S.?
Yes.
The black guy?
Terrible situation.
Terrible situation.
Terrible situation.
I want all America to know that the right stuff come also in black too. In fact, we're sending this T-shirt to Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States,
Yes.
and President Joe Biden to wear the right stuff comes in black too. And they're going to wear it because they are pushing the George Floyd bill. You know, send one to Kamala Harris, and she will wear it. And to Joe Biden, he picked Kamala Harris because she's the right stuff.
Yes.
So the right stuff comes in black too.
There you have it. Rightly said. The right stuff comes in black too.
And this is important for all our kids to know. Because most of the time, our children have this, unfortunately, inferiority complex. The only thing that only the white man can do things. You know, sometimes I understand them. You know, because cameras, they see a white man do it.
Yes.
Cars, they see a white man is the first to do it. The trains we are talking about, so it's a little bit difficult for them to see, you know, TV, even repairing TV, air conditioning. And so we're trying to change the mindset that we, as black people, we can do things too. You know, the kind of things I've done, whether it's Silicon Valley, whether it's laser-based fiber optic system that lets you, you know, have voice calls.
Yes.
And all of these are things that whites do. That's true. But we are changing that mindset. Ghana is going to begin to manufacture things. You know?
Yes.
We will manufacture things. You know, I don't want somebody to keep telling me you don't even make toothpicks. Oh, because now, guess what? If we're able to build ships in Ghana, Ghana will be the first country to build ships. That brings us confidence, you know, for an African country to build ships.
Yes.
Container ships. They say, wow. Both here, I told my friend in South Africa, David Makura, to tell the president of South Africa, also to Cyril Ramaphosa, to build ships in South Africa. You know, we're going to build it and let the whole world know that Africans can do things. See, right now, the shipbuilders, it's too expensive, labor cost. Come to Ghana, cheap labor cost, we're building ships in Ghana and South Africa.
It'll make a serious transformation in our maritime industry. Absolutely, because it's very expensive if you're acquiring ships from overseas. Yes. But if it's done for the local market, yes, for local use, it's a game changer. Yes. The right stuff comes in black too. This is amazing because Blacks have been doing things for centuries, but we don't have that visibility.
Yes.
But now, with the changing paradigm of the world, with the achievements of blacks like yourself coming to the fore, people are waking up.
Yes.
And therefore, this is very laudable, what you're doing in pushing the right stuff comes in black too.
Thank
you. I'm going to keep that shirt. I'm going to take that from you. And even the RP Baffour Foundation won't have it. That is my T-shirt.
Yeah, you can put this on your your chest too.
We're gonna take some pictures after this interview.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna have it here.
You are the right stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am the right stuff.
Yes.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my T-shirt. The right stuff comes in black too. But guess what? The right stuff also comes in brown. The right stuff comes in red.
All colors.
The right stuff comes in whatever color your skin is. Don't ever feel that you are less of a person because of your skin, your gender, anything. The right stuff comes in black. The right stuff comes in men. The right stuff comes in women. It comes in anything. The right stuff comes in black.